All right, guys, welcome back. It is about it says it's 5:37 this morning, so it's Monday morning. The guys are back from their little vacation, so we are heading down to the apartment to pick them up. We have had a little bit of a change as far as the work crew goes. We've got two of our guys that had other stuff going on, so they actually did not come back. So we actually have replacements for them. So Renee's son came down. He's going to be a laborer. And then another worker named Marlon is a skilled, but I guess he's going to do whatever until we do that. Yeah. He's a plumber and knows how to be a plumber and stuff. So that will be helpful. So he's here as well. So you guys will see a couple new faces today. The two that won't be here any longer are Ariel and Ronnie. So they had other stuff going on. So they stayed up in Cabana Tuan. So they're back. We're going to have a lot of stuff going on. We have all of the steel for the framing for the roof, for all three roofs on the house. Mumbai is going to start, I guess, priming that stuff and while waiting for the last of the hollow block and stuff to be completed, so we can get that first portion of the roof up above where the bedrooms are. Along with that going on, we're going to be doing the front patio area, finishing that off. I think Larry and maybe Axel, I don't know. That's going to be, being worked on. They've still got to finish the hollow blocks on it and then pour the short columns on it, because that's got to be tied in pretty tight because we're going to backfill. So it's going to have some pressure on it. So, and then the lower portion of the property, the wall is going to be, we're going to try and knock it out quickly and get it done, because we need to get over by where the shed is going to be. We're going to mark it out. We will probably do a portion of the foundation for the shed.
Did we tell them what are we going to do for our
I don't think so. So we're going to do that, and we're doing that in order to figure out our placement of a water cistern that we're putting inside the ground. You can buy the water tanks here, and they're relatively cheaply made. They're not very thick. They're very you can buy them almost anywhere. They do a lot of that here, where you have the water tanks, the water storage tanks, and they're stainless, and they're just really thin. Even the higher quality ones are really thin.
Big enough for what?
And and for a 2,000 liter, it's about $400 US,
which is a lot.
And we're going to be able to build a cistern that has about 4,000 liters in it. So a little over 1,000 gallons for a lot less money than what we would pay to buy one.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. Our cistern is going to be 1.5 meters wide by 1.5 meters deep by 2 meters long. And according to the little calculator, capacity calculator that I found, that's going to be about 1,100 gallons US, so a little bit more than 4,000 liters, I believe. So
Yeah, that it can hold.
that will be a good size for water storage. So we will end up doing that near the shed. That's why we need the shed to be
Put together.
basically lined out to where we know where everything is at, and then we can determine where our cistern is going to be. So we're going to do kind of like what we did with the septic. We're going to mix a waterproofing compound with the plastering. They're going to plaster the inside of the water tank, and then we are going to buy the actual paint on waterproofing as well. So we're going to double up on all of that to make sure that we don't have leaks in the cistern. And because the well didn't work out, so
We have to have water.
we can cry about that all day long, and it's not going to help us.
But
So we're moving on,
moving on, yeah. Moving on.
and we've already got the main maintenance worker, the main maintenance boss, I guess you'd call him, that is going to. He knows where all the water lines and everything are run and everything else. So we're going to utilize him as much as we can to get us water out to the property. Now, while we're waiting on the cistern to be complete, we still need water out there. So we're going to try and get the water line run up to the property as quick as we can. And then we're going to have a spigot so we can hook a hose or whatever, so we have water at the property. And we'll explain all of that once we start. We're going to actually have a couple of pressure tanks, some pumps. It's not what we wanted initially, but it is what it is. So we're going to have a pressure tank and a pump that will help the water get up to the property, and then we'll at least initially have the ability to get water right there.
Yeah, the distance from the gate of the resort to our property is a little far. That's why you need an extra help.
Yeah, there's the water pressure. It's city water, and we did get the hookup like everybody knows, and we did that on purpose to have the backup. And I'm glad we did, because obviously the well didn't work out. So we need to get that set up so we have pressure enough on the water to get it up to the property. So hopefully we'll be able to get that going soon, as well as everything else. So you're going to see a lot of different things happening all at the same time. We know that Richard and Brian will be up on top trying to finish off the hollow blocks and stuff up there, as well as a little short part of the columns and that kind of thing, for preparations for the roof. You'll see the wall going up on the lower part. We're going to take the wall all the way out to the property line. We're not going to do the front part of the property yet for the wall. We're just going to do that lower portion of the wall along the bottom part of the property. Eventually, once that is complete, we'll probably flip it over and do the upper part as well, and just get those side walls done, so we kind of have a more enclosed area there.
Yeah.
And you're just going to see a lot of different stuff. Once we get the foundation stuff for the shed, then we're going to see the addition of the cistern. And so this will be an interesting week. We should see just a ton of stuff going on, and hopefully you'll see a lot of changes on the property pretty rapidly. So we're going to go down here and pick these guys up, and we'll get you back up to the property, and we'll give you another view from up there. All right, we're back out at the property. We just brought a bunch of backfill in from our rental. And so we're going to show you around real quick. They've got another row up on the patio area there. I think they've got one more to do before it's at the level it needs to be. And they're also doing basically the front step area by the front door as well. So they're doing that. Boombai's over here prepping the steel for the roof, getting all that primed. We got some digging going over here. Tonton and Carlo over here digging away. And you got, I think that's Renee over there digging. And they're digging out the wall here. So we're going to start getting this wall up. And our one of our new members here, Ron,
Hi.
is digging away with his dad, Renee. So they're busy knocking out this trench for the wall, and hopefully we'll get that cruising along here. We'll go over to the patio area. I know they've been throwing some concrete down in that front step area because they're putting the hollow blocks up over here. So yeah, Larry over here and Freddie. So they're knocking this out, getting it up. He's opening up a hole to put some steel in there, I'm sure. And so this will come over like, this will be a flat area here. You step down off of the front door, and it'll be one big flat, same level as the patio. So that'll be nice once that's done. It is hot today. And we'll go in here. So Richard is up on top up here, working away. It looks like they're getting ready to do the column up there. Smile, Richard. These guys come back from their vacation and just jumped right back into it without any issues at all. Hard workers. So we are going to hopefully get this stuff poured, what we need to get poured today, and then we can start getting the roof on this section of the house. That's why Boombai is prepping the steel over there, and so it's not getting overly rusted. He's priming it, sealing it up. And then once we can start putting up the steel and stuff. So, and then they're going to go out. We're going to have a steel roofing company come here just to measure. We'll get out of the sun here. So we're going to have them come and do the measurements for the actual sheets, the roofing sheets. They're not going to do the roof for us. Our guys are going to do that. And so they'll come do the measurements, then we'll have an amount that we need to order, and we can order that. And then our guys will put it up, and we'll do some insulation underneath those sheets. And so now we have Marlon, who is a new addition to our crew. He's also a plumber. So we have not only the painters, the ceiling guys, the welders, the masons. You know, we've got pretty much everybody now. The electric is being done by our solar. So we've got pretty much everything covered at this point, which is really nice. It looks like Axel is over there putting the layer of hollow blocks that
really?
I've been wanting him to do for like a month.
Telling him that.
So let's go over and let's go give him a hard time. So get this done. So this will be nice, and then we can start putting a little bit more backfill in here. It's about time, Axel.
Naisipan mo na akong gawan yan.
It's about time.
Kung di ka pa nagbakasyon, hindi mo yan gagawin.
So this will look, once we get this all backfilled and flattened out and stuff, it'll look a lot nicer in here as well. So everything's coming together. So we will come back later and show you guys an update as things progress. All right, guys, welcome back. We are back out here, obviously, and it's a little before 1. The guys aren't back to work yet. So we wanted to come around here and show you the back progress here. They've got the hollow block in for the back deck area here. They've still got a little bit to go up. I think they're doing like a flat beam, probably. I'm guessing. I don't know for certain. Before we backfill and get that all taken care of, and the windows for the pantry. So initially they thought we wanted a 60 by 120, and that's not what we wanted. But luckily it's pretty easy to just fill in and make it work. So we're putting in the 60 by 60 sliding windows, which will allow good airflow, good light in there, and will still allow us to put in additional shelving and stuff. No, that's been there. You can see the mortar's dried. Yeah, that's you look at the mortar here and compare it to that. So that is complete. They've got quite a bit done in the front. Yeah, Richard's already heading back up. Yeah, they're all gonna get up now. So the boss is back to work. They're all gonna get up now. So for you guys that are wondering, it's kind of a different setup. So the living room portion is going to be higher, the ceiling inside. So you're going to have multiple hollow blocks going up, even on the sides over here, even though those roofs are a lot lower than what those hollow blocks will be. So the roof will actually kind of mold around the hollow block walls that are part of the living room. Still got some columns to put in some. They're doing a beam right here. You can see the flat beam for that little portion there. That's probably what the foreman is doing pretty much all over. There's the flat beam over there as well. So and then we'll see if they finish this over here. Yeah, they got the hollow block in over here. So now we can let this dry, obviously, before we start putting in other stuff. But so you'll step down, and this will be the level of the dirty kitchen right here. So it's looking good. It's looking really nice. So we're very pleased with that. Everybody's going back to work, and we'll be back later and show you guys the progress.
The bonus will come later, not right now.
Kaya na ano na mga pag-assemble na.
Dito ano, pag naibuhos na tong karugtong na itong
Dudugtungan ko lang.
column na to. Once they do that, finish that column,
That
he
flat
can
column.
start. Yeah.
Well, the column,
Nasabi na po ba tayo ni Kuya
you still
Richard
got
yung salamin dyan sa
that
harap?
flat beam on the back.
Yeah.
So, because that roof is going to come around, right?
Ano ba yung tungkol doon?
Oh no,
Eh
you're
kung
right.
sa
It'll
ganda
just
po
be
yata
the
yung
column.
salamin. Sino tayo nagsasalamin yan?
Ang hanap lang kami dyan sa gilid ng kalsada.
Doon kayo pag ano, sa dinadaanan na magtatanong din kami. Meron din po kasi nagsasalamin doon.
Sige.
Yung po pa nag-aalalo.
Ano lang naman, fix na mga salamin lang naman.
Pagkuha na, ano namin.
Sige.
Sakaling magkasundo eh. Fiber po kasi yun.
Alikabok pala niyan. So this is how they do the form, so they can put it on the steel for the column. They drill some holes on the phenolic board, and then they will put some tie wire through it, and then they will put it there on the actual column, and you will pull it, so it is attached to that steel. So I will show it to you once Mang Larry is done. I'm having a hard time talking right now because I am sick.
Yan. Kung puntas yun na yun eh. Hindi natin makukuha yun eh. Malala nga natin yung kanya. Sarap.
Gotta send
Kuyong, sabihin mo, aliga kamot, ikaw ang mag-ano rito. Welcome back. It rained here, but it's over now. Look at the rainbow. They are pouring the beam on the top where Axel is. And then after that, there will be another leaf. And then more hollow blocks, right? They already poured these columns, short columns here. These are all poured. And this still needs a lot more of backfill right here, a lot more. And then after that, after this, I think it's gonna be a flat beam all the way around. So it's stronger and can hold the backfill better. If you can look here on that side, they already put a lot more in there. And we don't have a lot of backfill. So it's messy, it's muddy because of the rain. But that's what they're doing right now. It's pouring time. They have a delivery of steel. And they're going to finish it.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's just before 5. The guys are starting to shut everything down. They're emptying some water out of the truck. And so we're going to start out here where they've been digging the trench for the fence out here. So you can see where it's getting down there pretty deep. And we got some rain here earlier. So it's going to be that time of the year where we're gonna have some rain. So we already talked to him and told him that we're not going to have a day off basically for rain unless it's absolute terrible rain all day. And true to form, they just worked through the rain today. So we've got tarps. We're gonna see if we can't buy a like a little canopy gazebo type thing to put over the mixer and stuff. So that'll help. We're gonna look at that tomorrow, hopefully. And so they got quite a bit done today. They got hollow blocks up. They got these columns on the front part of the patio poured. They got the flat beams up high poured. So it's muddy everywhere right now. So we'll probably not wander around too much, but we'll get a good morning shot and go from there in the morning. So that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos. We did show a little bit of video for how they connect and how they put the forms onto the wall and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And we'll be back tomorrow for another video. As always, leave your comments down below. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can. And share with your friends, family, all that good stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.